This is Coach Evan Mercer, a former offensive coach coaching quarterbacks and running backs before finally getting a head coach job for the Arizona Cardinals. To save you all the boring stuff, we ended up simming the rest of the season, and the first thing we did is sign a couple of free agents to try and improve our team. And then we shipped Kyler Murray to the Raiders, and then it was time to start the draft. With our first pick, we took Jeremiah Love. And then in the second round, we took our potential franchise quarterback, Carson Beck. Third round, we take wide receiver Elijah Surratt. And then we take Justin Jolie, CJ Daniels, and Alfonso King. Then we traded James Conner for Ty Felton. And then we simmed the preseason because nobody plays preseason. We upgraded Trey McBride, Jeremiah Love, Carson Beck, Ty Felton, Jennings Dunker, Elijah Surratt, and the rest of the guys. Of course, we did our training, and we got gold on everybody. And then we upgraded Cam Little and Carson Beck again. We hired our scouts, and with that being said, it's time for us to hop into our first game against the Commanders. All right, we got Game 1, Cardinals franchise. We are in the pouring rain here in Washington, and we have our, not even our home opener, our away opener, I guess that's not even a term, but 8-9 last season. Evan Mercer bringing in some new guys. So we're going to see what happens, and we're going to see how we can do in our first game in the rain, and this should favor Jeremiah Love. We have to see how Carson Beck does as well. Main goal of the season is to get him developed for next season. I'm going to say it right now. I apologize for any background noise. Yes, I have a dog. All right, so we're going to start off here on defense. 2nd and 7. I believe that it was Eric Wilson. Man, and it's been like a day now. I forgot who we picked up. Oh, a fake sweep, and they got me right there. Oh, we're playing James Conner. We actually just traded him to Washington. He might be looking for some revenge here. Made some interesting moves at running back. That's definitely for sure. But Conner on 3rd and 3 is not going to get the first down. And we're going to get the ball for the first time this season. Out comes Carson Beck. 6'4", 220 for Miami. We are going to see how he can do. I could have taken Dante Moore. Actually, no, he got taken. Who? I forgot. I even forget who was available. You'll see in the intro, but decided to wait in on the first play from scrimmage. Jeremiah Love might be gone. He has one man to beat, and wow, what a way to start his career. Taking it to the house on play 1. All right, back on defense here. We made a nice 3-and-out on the first drive, and then we housed it. And Daniels is going to go down here. Interesting sack, but Daniels maybe slipping in the rain. Who knows exactly what happened, but we'll take it. Of course, we picked up Khalil Mack in free agency. We'll see what he can do. Daniels going to step up. He's going to have to just throw it away. Daniels on 3rd and 15 has nowhere to go, and he's going to be taken down for another sack. And this Cardinals defense playing some inspired football to start the season. Another pretty bad punt. We're going to actually be able to return this one, too. We're going to cut it out to the side, and wow, we're going to be in the red zone. Good field position. Jeremiah Love, who on his first carry of his career housed it. We're going to see what he can do on his second. Love on his second. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to get a first down. 70 yards on the day for Jeremiah Love already, and we are still in the first quarter. Carson Beck yet to throw his first NFL pass. Love going to stay up, but not really get much here. Gain of 2. Brian Robinson comes in now. Love getting a little breather. Robinson can be great for us this season, and he's not going to be able to get anywhere here. 3rd and goal from the 3 here. Carson Beck going to throw his first pass, and we have to maybe make it so Trey McBride gets to the end zone. We have options here, though. We're going to see what he can do. Beck on his first pass. He's going to throw to McBride, and it is going to be a touchdown. Carson Beck, first touchdown pass on his first NFL pass. All right, back on defense for a third time here. Let's see what the Commanders can do in the pouring rain. We take a pretty quick 2-possession lead. Daniel's going to drop back to throw, and he's going to have pressure in his face again. Daniel's dropping back again, finally able to get somebody, and enough for the first down right there. Fresh set of downs for Daniels and the Commanders. Read option, and he got me, that's for sure. And he's going to slide down. He probably could have gotten some more yards there. Got to remember that Daniels is able to take off with the ball. That's definitely going to hurt us today if I can't. 2nd and 2. They give it to Connor, who's going to be stopped short, and it's going to end up being 3rd and 1. I'm wondering if they're going to even pass the ball here. We'll see. We're ready for the delayed handoff. Yes, we are. We're going to force another 4th down, and they are going to punt it to us. So a chance to take a huge lead here early. 1st and 10 here. We're going to get Beck going on a little bit of a play action. Let's see how he can use his feet. He ran right into somebody. I thought McBride was going to maybe block for me there, but that's all right. We'll take a gain of 7. So we come to the end of the first quarter with a lead of 14-0, shutting out the Commanders in the rain so far. Going to go to Love here on the outside handoff on 2nd and 3. Love getting nowhere. Just tried to maybe see if I could get around it, and just absolutely not. So we're going to be stuck here with 3rd and 9. Let's see what Carson Beck can do here. He's going to have McBride, and he's going to be able to hit him. McBride's sliding a little bit. I thought that was going to be overthrown. Going to audible out of that run here. Beck to throw it. Just a quick pass to Higgins. Carson Beck looking decent so far. 2nd and 5. Another outside handoff to Love. He's going to get 2 yards there, and we're going to be sitting here with 3rd down. We're going to end up giving it to Love again, I guess. I mean, this might be 4-down territory for us. I don't want to get too aggressive, but... Oh, I actually did not know this play. It was a fake handoff to Beck, and that is just not what we wanted to happen. Beck fumbling there. I got too aggressive, and Washington cuts it to a 1-possession game. I guess I maybe should have read the play. Doesn't really seem like Beck can hold on to the ball. 1st and 10 there, nothing. 2nd and 10, we're going to try a screen to Love. Looks like he's going to have one of the blocks he needs, and he's going to get 7 there. Going to look for McBride here on the crossing route. Let's see if he's there, and it looks like we're going to trust him to be there in the rain, and he is. 1st and 10 here. We got a visitor on the video today. I don't even know if she's in the view, but come here. I'm sure with the face cam now you guys will be seeing her a lot more, but this is Ivy. She has nothing to say, but yeah, she comes up here a lot, so I'm sure she'll be on the channel a lot. Some pressure coming. We get it off to McBride, but end up losing yards. I probably should have just thrown it away there. We're going to be hit with a 3rd and 6 here, just about midfield. It's definitely an interesting playbook that Arizona has. It doesn't seem like they have any normal plays. Gonna hand it off here. I want to go for it if we don't get it, and gonna be hit with 4th and 1. All right, coming out of the 2-minute warning, 4th and 1. We're gonna end up going for it, even though we probably can hit a kick with Cam Little, but we're not gonna try that in the rain, especially in a game where we just had a big lead and gave it up on a turnover. Harrison is right there, and he is wide open, and he drops the ball. Our X-Factor wide receiver cannot be doing that. Daniels and the Commanders are going to have a chance to tie the game before halftime here after we came out pretty strong and got a big lead. Good pass breakup right there. Daniels drops back to throw. He's got plenty of time, but does he have the space? He does, but not enough for the 1st down. Just for anybody watching out there, I'm terrible at defense. I mean, you probably can see it in Dynasty mode too. Daniels on 3rd and 1 here. He's going to take off again, and I just don't know why I didn't put a spy on him. Washington is probably going to have a pretty good shot to score here. They give it to Connor on 1st and 10 and nowhere. Daniels dropping back to throw again, and I think our guys ran into each other there. 30 seconds left. They decide to not use a timeout, letting the clock run down a little bit. This might be part of their plan so they don't give us any time. Daniels coming up again. We hit him hard, but he holds on to the ball, and they probably going to have to put a spy on him. He's probably going to step up again here. No, he's going to throw it to the end zone and he's going to have a touchdown and they're going to tie the game. Terry McLaurin. Oh boy. We might be in for it right now. Guess we'll run a quick verticals route, throw it up. If it's potentially there, I'm not going to just chuck it, although I probably will, but we'll see here. We're just going to throw it up to Harrison, I guess. Beck definitely has the arm strength, and Harrison, wow, it got tipped, and Jolly is able to catch that. I don't even know who that is, but we're going to have a shot at a field goal here. We're going to run another quick play. We do have timeouts left. I'm not sure who's that. Jolie. Sorry, not Jolly. 7 seconds left here. We're going to maybe try that quick slant. Harrison gonna get us just a couple more yards. That's all we really want, and we'll take a field goal with Cam Little. It's nice that we can go into halftime with a lead. All right, coming out of halftime, we have a lead and we have the ball. Jeremiah Love on 1st and 10 is going to be able to run us for another 10. Love almost at 100 yards on the day, which is great. Gotta get our guy going. Gotta get these guys developing too. This draft class did not give Love hidden dev, so it's going to be a lot more of a challenge to get him to develop, but so far, so good. Depending on how Beck does, we might want to consider changing it, but he might have somebody, and he does. I believe that is another rookie, Surratt, over the top for Carson Beck, and Beck has 113 yards on the day. Exactly who's new to the team. Again, I really wasn't too familiar with this Cardinals team, kind of like the Eastern Michigan dynasty, so we'll see here. We have an injury timeout. Let's hope it's not Love. Looks like Love got hurt on the last play. He's out right now. We're going to throw it to Mitchell, Keaton Mitchell, who's going to break a tackle and get more. We're going to be stuck with 3rd and inches here. 3rd and inches. We give it to Brian Robinson. He's going to not get it. He's going to lose a couple of inches. And Jeremiah Love goes out with a high ankle sprain. Let's take a look here for a second. So it says out for the game. Is that... I'm not sure the timetable for a high ankle sprain, but let's hope it's just for the game. 4th and 1. Up. We're going to take the points here. I don't know how much I trust the defense, so I would love to have a little more of a lead than 3. I know 6 isn't much more, but going to take the easy points. I want to get wins here. I would love to make the playoffs. These non-division games matter so much, especially being in the division with Seattle, LA, and San Fran. I mean, we're going to have 6 difficult games pretty much every year of this franchise. So, see what the Commanders can do here in the 3rd quarter. Looks like one of the receivers slipped. Oh, he had me. I don't know why I used the coverage there, but we end up getting the sack. Got Khalil Mack on the side here. Going to try to user him, see what we can do. Nothing there, but Debo not going anywhere, huh? Daniels dropping back to throw. He doesn't have anywhere to go, but he throws it up, and that's probably... It's caught, but I think it's coming back. Yeah, Daniels was past the line of scrimmage, so... Going to accept that, obviously, and we're going to get the ball back too. And their punter really is not that good, so we might get pretty good field position here. All right, so no Jeremiah Love for the rest of the game, but we have Brian Robinson, we have Keaton Mitchell, so we're still going to run the ball. Love had a great game, still not even playing a full game, almost got 100 yards, so we'll take it. Hopefully the injury's not too long. We're going to see what Beck can do here on a 2nd and 5. Going to just take that quick route to McBride. I mean, best tight end in the league. Got to utilize him for sure. 1st and 10. We're going to look for McBride again, who is going to have some separation. Another kind of bad throw, but McBride able to get it. 2nd and 4. We're going to throw one up to Harrison, who's going to turn around for it and almost be able to make that catch. 3rd and 4. Going to take the quick route to Surratt, who's going to be able to stay up after a high pass again from Beck, but we're able to get the 1st down and take more time off the clock. 1st and 10, play action from Beck. He might have somebody to the end zone. It's Michael Wilson who's going to get in there on a good pass from Carson Beck. And Michael Wilson gets his first touchdown of the season. Going to go for 2 here to make it a 14-point game. Beck drops back. He's got Harrison, but he missed him. I knew it was bound to happen, but there is a flag. And a pass interference call. Interesting. But we're going to try again. And we're actually going to probably have it, about the 1 now? Going to hand it off here. Maybe we're not. I'm not sure. So a retry on the attempt, and we're going to throw it to Harrison again, and he drops another ball. His second drop of the day. Washington coming back out. They have to do something here soon if they want to still be in this game. Our defense has been playing pretty good. Daniels on another option. And what did I say earlier? I got to be ready for it. And if there is no safety help, Daniels is gone. On an option play from their own 22, Jaden Daniels takes it to the house. Wow. Could be in for a pretty interesting fourth quarter here, depending how this drive goes. No Jeremiah Love in his first game. Robinson tries to juke and just falls. Field getting more and more wet as the day goes on. Hard for these guys to stay up. Beck throwing it deep. He has Wilson and he hits him. Wilson beat him off the line and he's not going to score. Michael Wilson all the way down to the 2, but what an incredible play from both guys. First and goal here. We're going to look for Harrison again in the corner. We're going to run a fade and he drops it again. A good pass breakup, but Marvin Harrison's got to hang on to those. Our X Factor receiver just not performing today. Beck. He has Robinson. Robinson can't get into the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 1. And if we get 4th and goal here, we're going to have a decision to make as to what we want to do. 3rd and goal. Beck dropping back again. He has McBride, and McBride is not dropping that one. Another touchdown for Beck. I really couldn't have asked for more out of Carson Beck for this first game. I mean, he has played phenomenal. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He did have that one fumble that led to a touchdown, but besides that, he has been great. We're going to try to blow up that run there, but Isaiah Likely's not going to go down that easily. Daniels maybe feeling a little sense of urgency here after our offense has been moving so well. A little option play, and Connor's really not going to go anywhere. James Conner, 3rd and 3 for Daniels here. They hand it off to Connor, and we are right in the gap. And they're going to have to go for it here with time winding down. Daniels and the Commanders, potentially the game on the line here. 4th and 5 in their own territory. We blitz. He's got a man, and McLaurin with a great catch. Terry McLaurin catching it through 2 guys, and Washington is still alive here. Bill on the run there. Daniels looking to throw. He's got somebody wide outside. I don't know why I keep using the corners. I'm going to stop. 1st and 10 for Daniels. The Commanders are driving, and every time they run the ball at James Conner, they go backwards. 2nd and 14. 3.5 minutes left. Commanders got to do something quick. Conner again getting nowhere. I'm going to blitz with the safety. Put some more pressure on Daniels. He has nowhere to go, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and 13. We'll see what they decide to do here. They're going to go for it. Obviously, that's the move to make. They really don't have a choice. So on 4th and 13, we need the defense to hold strong, and we can possibly end the game. Daniels going to take off, throw it as he steps up, and a great break up there. Give it to Robinson on 1st and 10. That's going to help our case for sure. Robinson again on 1st and 10. Makes a move. He had one man to beat. Robinson almost breaks his neck on that one. Blitz coming, and Harrison just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if these guys just didn't make a connection in camp, but Harrison not having his greatest game today, that's for sure. 3rd and 13 here, 2:20 left. And Beck hit while he is thrown, and that is going to be an interception. They're going to run a screen here to Connor. About to the 2-minute warning. They're going to get the snap off. Daniels on the draw. He's going to lose the ball. It's going to get punched out, and we're going to pick it up, and we're going to have the ball pretty much right where we just gave it to them. I don't know why I just stuttered right there, but 1st and 10, other side of the 2-minute warning, another first down, and we can just kneel on it. Either way, we can just kneel on it, really. A great game all around, honestly. We're going to have to look at that Jeremiah Love injury, but I'd say a pretty successful first game, especially going on the road. Let's take a look real quick here at the stats. Carson Beck goes 18 for 24, 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Amazing start to his career. James Conner goes 9 attempts for 5 yards. Wow. Jeremiah Love, 9 attempts, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Brian Robinson, 9 attempts, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Jaden Daniels rushed for 118 yards. Receiving here, McBride, 32 yards, 7 receptions, though. Reception beast today. Michael Wilson had 90 yards and 2 receptions, and nobody else really did anything. Justin Jolie, I guess, 55 yards and 2 receptions, not too bad. McBride also had 2 touchdowns. We'll look at the defense here. Anybody do anything great? Let's see here. Mac Wilson had 2 sacks, and it seems like he's the only person to record a sack on the whole team. That's all right, I guess. Walter Nolan had a pretty good game. Baron Browning had a pretty good game. So, yeah. Looks like Walter Nolan and Jennings Dunker have a skill upgrade. I guess we'll upgrade nose tackle again. Jennings Dunker, what a name. But nice little upgrade for him there. We're going to take a look here to the week ahead. Let's see what we got going on here. We're going to have the Eagles in week 2. Taking a look at the injuries here, it doesn't look like anything long-term, so that's really good signs. Looks like McBride is fine too. I expected that. I believe it was just bruised ribs, so... But ankle sprain for Jeremiah Love, it seems like he might be back this week. Maybe we'll put him on a little bit of a restriction. We're going to have to see exactly what happens. But we're going to take on the Eagles, who didn't have the greatest game. We finished first in pass defense. I mean, it was pouring rain. I'm not really sure if you can count that. But we're going to end the first episode positively with a win. And Jameis Winston is Kansas City's quarterback, and I'm assuming in this franchise Mahomes is still hurt. I'm really assuming that's what happened, but I can't imagine that there would be any other scenario. But we're going to have our home opener against the Cardinals, so we're going to do that in the next episode. Face the Eagles. Hopefully we can sneak out a win here, but might be an upset. So we'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching the first episode. Cardinals franchise, Eastern Michigan Dynasty. Look forward to it. More episodes coming out. But for now, thanks for watching.